Hello there! So, in case you haven't really noticed, the content on this channel has changed quite a bit, and the video output has also changed pretty drastically. I recently came to the realization that I never really clarified anything regarding these changes, other than in a live stream or a totally different type of video, and I apologize for that. I just might have left everyone in the dark about things, and that's not very good, so let's go ahead and address those things.
Take this!
Game Sweet Zone is essentially the main content I'm attempting to pursue on this channel. This channel has gone through many phases and changes. I started out uploading silent gameplays and walkthroughs, then went on to do online gameplays, then shortly attempting commentaries and discussions afterwards, and then to live streams, parodies, Zelda for Glory, Mario Maker music levels, and other miscellaneous content. Now I figured this was a good place to end up. The reason why I decided to take such an abrupt change is because I didn't feel like the content I was creating lived up to any decent standards or was very adequate. Now, don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed doing them, especially when some people also liked them, but I desired to do something more. I started looking at my videos as if I were a viewer and began judging what was worthy of being watched. To sum it all up, I wanted to create content that was much more worthy of viewership. I want the time and effort put in to match my expectations, which I figure will translate into what is worth the viewer's time. That's all. Unfortunately, this makes it harder for me to keep up with uploading on a weekly basis, which is why you don't see as much content being uploaded as before. I figured it would be a fair trade. Once again, I apologize for never really making this clear outside of a live stream or some other video. By all means, if you liked any of my old content, feel free to let me know. I'm not saying things like Zelda for Glory can no longer exist. If that returned, for example, then it would just need more of an overhaul in terms of production value. That goes for mostly all the other old stuff I created. With that being said, the timing of what type of video is uploaded is never concrete. So far, covers take the longest to create, with theme patterns coming in close second. I imagine that techniques and miscellaneous categories will be more open to timing. Now that we know that, if an idea is ever suggested and I declare that I'm working on it, sorry if it doesn't come out very soon, or isn't the next thing I upload actually. I'd like to produce more content, even weekly if I could, but these episodes really do take much longer than I'm used to. There may even be times where I work on some technique or miscellaneous type video in order to fill in the gap of no content. I doubt they'll take as long, and they'll still be in the standards I want them at, so it helps me to not keep anyone waiting. Probably not very important for most of you, but I should probably mention it anyway. After a couple of months, I realized that I can't keep up with very much. Unfortunately, that includes the Paper Mario Daily Twitter. Had fun trying to come up with silly pictures, but I found that I just couldn't keep up entirely, and consistently trying to keep up through these weird time intervals made me feel like that I was lying to myself. I couldn't keep up as well as I thought I did. Granted, I guess most of its content was pretty subpar anyway, but there you have it. I'm ashamed to admit it, but that seems to be the case. I mean, geez, I can't even look at that account without feeling that way. It happens all the time. I can't remember the last time I logged in. I'd like to resume it when I can actually properly manage it, but I don't know when that'll ever happen. I'm still thinking about it. The rest of the video will pretty much be about meeting some requests and suggestions. After being asked about Discord, I finally created one. I'm still getting used to it, so I don't quite understand everything yet, but it's always open if you'd like to stop by and chat, or whatever it is that Discord people do. I also considered making the server icon a door, but I thought that might confuse people with recognition, so it stays like this for now. I suppose it's another great way of letting me know what live streams or content you'd like to see. Super Paper Mario will be finished pretty soon, so live streams will be more open to suggestions. At some point before my next live stream, I'll probably give Super Chat a try. This is me kind of opening and easing up to donation type stuff, since it still gives me an awkward feeling. I can barely manage anything right now, so I don't think starting anything like a Patreon would be a good idea yet, but if I were to in the future, then I'd have to make sure I could actually provide for all of those rewards and never skimp out, let alone not being cheap in the first place. At the end of the day, however, remember that the channel has operated fine as it has. No money will ever be required in order to continue making videos. Unless my tools and software magically disappear tomorrow, then I probably will. It's really just another option. Otherwise, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you later.